afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,459th installment of these educational videos. And the education of these videos is invaluable if you are a technical analyst. There is not much better on the planet than me at doing technical analysis, and I'm pretty good at teaching it. So pay attention to these videos, and I'll show you some great stuff in our chart segment. Before we get involved, we should know, if you don't, you haven't been around lately. Futures trading is extremely risky. Volatility is like this. It is not suitable for all traders. You've got to have risk capital, and you've got to know that if you lost everything in your account, you wouldn't go hang yourself from the nearest tree in your yard. That's the type of money you have to play with these days, because if you trade with the money that would make you want to hang yourself if you lost it, don't trade. Serious game. But for you omniacs and you traders out there that know the risks, rock and roll. Let's get moving. These markets are going crazy. So, video number 1,459 is being filmed on a Monday night for Trading Tuesday. That is April 19th, 2016. If any of you have any money left after paying your taxes, let's see if we can turn it into more. All right, so what is on the board? A green Omni. Yeah, baby. Green Omni, emini, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, all of the usual suspects. Indices are looking very strong on the charts. Economically, looking fantastic. So I don't think anything is going to stop these markets from going higher. Yes, we've got this big head and shoulders head test, but from what you're seeing, or what I'm seeing in the charts and what you're seeing in the economy, I can't imagine how that head test would work. I mean, we'll keep an eye on it, but these indices are looking fantastic. Omni's been buying. Omni wants to buy again for Trading Tuesday, and I'll show you some charts, even the S&P, NASDAQ, you name it. Then we've got corn popping. Traders, remember I told you that the grains were going to have the biggest year we've seen in a long time, and we'd start with soybeans, and then it would carry through? Well, I showed you a chart in my last video. I told you corn was popping. It's like Jiffy Pop, the magic treat. Well, this is more fun to trade than it is to eat. The corn is doing great. I'll show you some charts. And then we've got Tesla. The Tesla buy recommendation remains intact, and Tesla looks really good right here. I'm going to show you charts there. So you've got corn popping like crazy, right? Popcorn. Wheat joins in, it looks like. We'll take a look at the wheat charts over the next few days. But for now, let's take a look at the soybeans. Let's take a look at the wheat. A quick look at the wheat. We're not going to get involved yet. Give it another day. But certainly corn and soybeans we're going to be involved in right away. We'll watch the wheat another day. We'll see what it wants to do. And we'll look at Tesla charts. Traders, if you like the analysis I teach in these videos, come on out to Omni Camp. We're holding an Omni Camp, and I love these Omni Camps, baby. We are holding Omni Camp. That is a 4-day session where you are here live in Las Vegas, and you are with me in a small room, closed circuit environment, so to speak, very small environment, and I will teach you my Omni methods. That's Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator. You've seen the power behind Omni in these last 10 years. If you would like to learn about the Omni, its methods, and how to call tomorrow's high and low today, fill out your Omni Camp applications at livewithoscar.com. Remember, June 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, this Omni Camp, unlike the ones before it, is going to be different because I have bought a building, and you Omni Campers are staying in one place, in one cool building here in Vegas, where we can become a small fraternity for 4 or 5 days together. When you leave, I want you to be a tight-knit group of Omniacs when you leave Omni Camp, so that you can contact one another, you can contact me, you guys can help each other survive once you've learned the techniques. If that sounds interesting to you, 4 to 5 days here in Las Vegas under my care. Come to livewithoscar.com and fill out your applications. I've already got 3 seats taken. There's only a few seats left. Fill out those applications. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart you are going to see in this video this evening is the emini S&P weekly chart. You know I've been showing you the shoulder, head, shoulder formation, which is called a head and shoulders formation. It generally is bearish. An Oscarism of the head and shoulders formation is that after it's formed, you go up and do what I call a head test, so that you rally up and you come into this head test area, And if you fail in this area, big dump comes your way. So far, it's been in the area for 2 weeks now, and it has not failed. It's been looking great. Bravo so far for the strength of the S&P. Now, if you've been reading newspapers with the economic forecasts, the numbers that are coming out that the federal government releases to us, true or not, doesn't matter. It's what we get released to us. There's no way this could work, right? The numbers are too good. We got to go past it. We'll see. One day at a time. We are day traders. If we were not day traders, I'd be more worried, but we're day traders, and daily looks fantastic for Trading Tuesday. Resistance now becomes support. Your emini S&P. All-time highs connected to the next all-time highs, which were just below that. Extend that line out. That was resistance. We hit it and broke. Hit it again, came back down. Hit it again, went above it. Here's where it gets interesting. Makes a flag, comes back down, tests what used to be resistance, now support, and goes all the way up here. Fantastic hold right there. Resistance now becomes support. It goes from red to green, and we like what we see in the E-mini S&P on the daily chart. Next is your Dow Jones Transportation Average, deemed the leader of U.S. indices, and tonight's chart masterpiece, once again, was featured as chart masterpiece in my last video. I love it, so we're featuring it again. You had the bull flag, got back above the 200 bar moving average, and just recently, in the last 4 days, you put in a flagpole, a baby flag. That looks fantastic, ready to go towards the upside. You gotta love the leader, the Dow Jones Transportation Average on the daily chart. Then we move along. Let's look at one more of these. The decoupling of crude and the stock market. It continues. Stock market higher, crude moving lower. The price of crude going lower will propel the stock market higher. There was a time when the price of crude coming off took the stock market with it, but then there was an equilibrium that took place. From the equilibrium, we started to rally out of the ashes, and look what happened. Even the S&P just continued on, and whoa, now we're starting to run into trouble here in your crude. Very good decoupling. The cheaper price of crude is great for the economy. It's great for most of the countries in the world, and it is certainly fantastic for each and every one of us consumers. So this going down propels that higher. You got to love what's going on in the decoupling of crude. Traders, remember, they were still going up together almost the very day the decoupling started. Omni picked up on it, and I did a video for you. From this point forward, the decoupling started, and it has not stopped. Very interesting. Let's continue on. Next chart. Finally, we get to the grains. You gotta love what you've seen. Traders, if you remember back, I showed you the big bottoming action in soybeans. Then I showed you we were breaking out of a wonderful apex or a pennant flag. All of that happened down here. We broke out above it, came to the 200 bar moving average, rallied out of that. Now we're in an Oscarism known as the F flag, the bullish F flag, looking fantastic in your soybeans. It might not go up every day, but you got to be a buyer of dips in this arena unless something changes. Then you've got soy meal. I showed you this in a video recently. Look at the soy meal. Looks fantastic. Gets above OTAPMA, explodes, gets above the 200 bar moving average, and moves even higher. Interesting that once it got above OTAPMA, look, couldn't get above, couldn't get above, couldn't get above, couldn't get above, gets above, and look at the bars that ensue right afterwards. Big move. So, soybeans, run. Soy meal, it's in a run. Let's look at the next one. Remember this? The corn, I told you it's joining the race in my last video, which was here. Ba-bang, look at that run. Go, corn, go. And yes, Omni has been buying corn and buying it practically on the lows each day. Go Omni. So here we are with the corn. It has joined the race, but interesting. You got above OTAPMA first, then the big bars started, just like I showed you in soy meal. Now you've got wheat. The same story. Look, trouble, 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 couldn't get above, had a big bar, just got above. Now you've got wheat, same target there, the 200 bar moving average. Each time we got above OTAPMA, you raced to the 200 bar moving average. Likelihood is that is what the wheat is going to do next. And then you've got Tesla. Traders, the buy rec came out in Tesla right about here. It has been fantastic so far. It has been just working its way up this channel. Another buy rec comes out here from Omni. for Tesla. Take a look at your Tesla charts. Look how fantastic this has been, this channel. That's tonight's stock chart masterpiece. Once again, we love the Tesla chart. Take a look at it for yourselves. All right, traders, I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. Come join me for the action. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and I know you want to give me some sort of an Oscar for my singing that you heard before, right? I mean, come on, do I not deserve it? What would that be, a Grammy, maybe? Come on now. I know, bad stuff, right? I'll try not to sing in too many of these videos. But hey, corn is popping, and I like to use that stuff, Jiffy Pop. Remember the commercials? Jiffy Pop was fun stuff, right? All right, you might not even remember the commercials. How old? No, you probably don't even know. You remember them? Yeah. Oh, imagine that. I didn't think they had Jiffy Pop when you were a kid. All right, let's move forward. Corn is popping. Grains look fantastic. I think wheat is joining in. Tesla buy rec stays valid. Indices looking good. And for you traders that stick around towards the end of the video, you didn't see this on the board, did you? Selling gold. Omni is already short gold, selling gold this evening for trading downwards, at least at the onset of trading on Tuesday. All right, traders, remember, fill out your OmniCamp applications. The seats are going to go quickly. OmniCamp 2.0 is fantastic. It's just about ready. I love the place, and I think you will too. Fill out those OmniCamp applications. Remember the date, June 3, 4, 5, and 6. Likelihood is you show up in town on Thursday, June 2nd, and you probably leave on Tuesday, June 7th, and the whole time I've got you in my little Omni hotel. You can't leave. I've got you trapped. I can't wait. Come on down. I'll make sure I pound the Omni into your head. That's livewithoscar.com. Fill out those apps. All right, traders, I'll see you at the site. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, livewithoscar.com. I'll see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.